My name is Albert Wesker. I aspired to become a leading researcher at Umbrella Inc., a pharmaceutical enterprise who covertly conducted bioorganic weapons, better known as BOW, for development. But at the Leader Development Training Ground situated in Raccoon City, I met a brilliant and talented researcher who made me decide to take a different path. William Birkin. In time, I shifted my position to STARS, a special forces unit of the Raccoon Police Department. Umbrella, for crisis management reasons of their illegal bioorganic weapons development, had many of its people working in the police department. I became the leader of STARS and conducted all sorts of intelligence activities for Umbrella. As I continued to serve, I devised my own plans and waited for the right moment to execute them. Then at last, opportunity knocked. The freak murder incident that occurred in a forest near the mansion started it all. The mansion was Umbrella's secret BOW laboratory, and it was clear that the in-development T-virus was the cause of the murder. Initially, Umbrella instructed me secretively to keep STARS out of the case. But, with the heightened emotions of the citizens, STARS had no choice but to move in. That's when my next order was given. Dispatch STARS to the mansion, dispose of them, then report the situation to headquarters so that their combat with the BOW could be used for data analysis, allowing Umbrella a comprehensive portrait of the BOW's combat abilities. From the two STARS teams, I first pitched in the Bravo team. As expected, the top elite of STARS gave all they had and became useful sample data. Then following, I geared up the Alpha team to search and rescue the lost Bravo team. The members of the Alpha team also proved their worth, and as expected, many died. There were 5 survivors from the initial 11 STARS members. From the Alpha team were Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine, and Barry Burton. And from the Bravo team were Rebecca Chambers and Enrico Marini.
Is everyone all right? What was that?
I'll go and check it out.
All right. Jill and I will stay and secure this area.
Chris? Take care.
Yeah.
It was time to begin executing my plans. In the midst of the whole affair, I could take Umbrella's ultimate bioorganic weapon, the Tyrant, and join forces with an opposing corporation of Umbrella. To buy into that opposing corporation, I would need the actual combat data of the Tyrant. The surviving privileged members of STARS were just the perfect bait. I decided to have one of them play the Judas and draw them to the Tyrant. That Judas was Barry. Barry was the strong truth and justice kind and cherished his family more than anything. His type is easy to manipulate. I simply took that most important thing away from him. My only miscalculation was the high potential of Chris and Jill. But with the family man, Barry, playing the Judas, the scheme went as planned. Then the winds turned unexpectedly.
Jill. Is that you, Jill?
Is that voice Enrico's?
Yeah?
You're alive!
Stop! Are you with anybody, Jill?
No, but why?
The STARS are finished. Someone is a traitor. Umbrella set us up.
I had to eliminate Enrico, who found out what was behind it all. I used Barry to get to him. After I successfully got rid of that nuisance, I awaited the sample specimen that Barry would bring to me in the Tyrant's room. I injected the virus I obtained from Birkin in advance. If I made Umbrella believe I was dead, it made it far more convenient to sell myself to the opposing corporation. According to Birkin, the virus had profound effects. It would put my body in a state of temporary death. It would then bring me back to life with superhuman powers. Therefore, I unleashed an awesome tyrant from its slumber and let it attack me.
Emergency. A self-destruct system has
As my consciousness faded away, I was certain that the whole scheme would end in success. Never did I imagine that stars could slay the evil creation. I lost the tyrant, and the plan I devised, which cost me my humanity, ended in failure. Now, anyone or anything that stood in my way would be terminated. It has been that way for a long time, and it always will be. At all costs, I had to make stars pay. Two months had passed since the mansion incident. To regain everything that I had lost in my new organization, I joined hands with Ada Wong, a female agent who was also sent to spy on Umbrella. I knew in my bones that the key developer was William Birkin. But what he didn't know was that Umbrella did not play games with anyone. Eventually, Birkin would be assassinated, and the G-Virus would be in the hands of Umbrella.
This is Hunk. We've acquired all the G samples. Mission completed.
But the salvage team led by Hunk was ahead of us. By the time they got to Birkin, he had already injected himself with the G-Virus. He became his own creation and decimated them. Soon after, the T-Virus carried by rats spread throughout Raccoon City, and Umbrella faced its worst scenario. The good citizens became zombies, and the city had headed for its devastating fate. Humans were no match against zombies. In the chaos, Umbrella Europe applied a new type bow called Nemesis. The Nemesis would hunt down and destroy the surviving member of STARS, Jill. It became imperative that our organization also obtain the Nemesis data.
Not bad.
I never thought any of this stuff my brother taught me would work.
Stars. A special force issue, huh?
It's my brother's. That's why I'm here, to find him.
To cover up the whole affair, Umbrella jettisoned a tyrant to take care of Leon and Claire, who were trying to unveil their secrets. Then, a new revelation. Birkin used to hide the findings of his studies in his daughter Sherry's pendant. It was very possible that the G-virus was there. While Umbrella was busy with their cover-up, we had to capture Sherry before they did. I sent Ada undercover to seek the location of Sherry. I, the dead man, on the other hand, had to work in the shadows. A spy's obligation and priority is in the mission, to carry out the mission like a machine without any emotional interference. But through her interaction and involvement with Leon S. Kennedy, there had been an affection growing inside her. My instincts sensed danger. Something had to be done, quickly. My instincts did not disappoint me. Even though Ada almost had her hands on the G-virus, which Leon acquired from Sherry, that affection of hers drove her to her death. But she was still of some use. I had to save her life. My people hurried to retrieve the G-virus that Leon threw away. But Hunk, the only survivor of Umbrella's salvage team, was there before us. Our only option left was to bring back Birkin, the monster, as the sample specimen, and have him finish off Leon and Claire in order to obtain his combat data. Although Birkin lost the battle to Leon and Claire, we succeeded in gathering samples of the G-virus from his dead body. In the morning, the government bombed Raccoon City in an attempt to stop further viral outbreak. This was, of course, their feigned reason.